Take a photo, it'll last longer.
Actually, it sounded better with Scottish accent. Right,
What the fuck do you want me to do then?
Go, boom. But say whatever you want, I'll take over.
Scooby-Doo, take a photo. Look at you. Right. Take a photo, it'll last longer.
That's exactly what we get here. Lots of photos and lots of flashbacks. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Dexter Season 1, Episode 4. This one is called Give the Boy a Hand. And does that refer to Tony Tucci? Because based on the amount of body parts he's going to lose, I think he needs more than just a hand. We kick off the episode on the beach and we find a severed male hand at the Petrie Beach. Dexter investigates with Angel Batista and they don't know if this is the work of the ice truck killer, because there's a number of differences between this and previous finds. This one has got blood, for example. The hand belongs to a male and not a female, which so far the ice truck killer has only been killing women. We notice that Dokes is here, but Guerrero's men are watching him as well, so Dokes could be in trouble. But we later find out that the hand belongs to Tony Tucci, the man that LaGuerta basically put the ice truck killings on. So she has pretty much framed this guy. She's made up her mind it was him. She's come out and made a statement it was him. And now it is his body part. So yeah, it doesn't look good for her statement, and it doesn't look good for Tony Tucci. Now Captain Matthews does come and basically tell LaGuerta, you've fucked up, you've went and announced that he was the killer and now we've found his body part. She says that just because we found his hand doesn't mean that he's not the killer. But I'm not really buying that reasoning there from LaGuerta. I mean, the guy's hardly going to cut his own hand off.
Yeah, it's not like he lost his hand in an accident or it was like, severed completely. It's just not going to happen, unless he's a complete and utter psycho. I think this undermines her position as lieutenant coming out with something like that. It's fucking reeks of
I think she's trying to cover her own ass, but she's not really doing a good job of it. Just kind of, maybe she just accept defeat here. Like Captain Matthews was saying, look, you got this one wrong, own it. But she does own it because she does go and visit Tucci's mother and she says that she's sorry for branding him a killer on national television and she promises to bring him home dead or alive. We also got a flashback with Dexter. It showed you him on the beach with his family. So I guess this photo, this hand on the beach is giving him some memories.
He's been here before.
He has been here before.
I like the fact that he remembers all this. Smile for the camera, Dex. Even if you don't like it, you little bastard. You smile. Because Uncle John. Big John Cena. Big Harry John. Is it Harry John Cena Dexter? That's what it is.
It is. Now, Dexter's he's back in his apartment and he realises that when the ice truck killer broke in, not only did he leave him a message on the fridge, but he was also looking through his family photos and he's messing with Dexter. He's trying to have Dexter relive his childhood. We find another body part. This time it's a severed foot with an old football next to the foot, and again it's another flashback for Dexter. It reminds him of one time that he was playing football and his dad had to stop him. Basically says, no, Dexter, you can't bully other kids because bullies turn into criminals. So basically this guy has sneaked into Dexter's apartment. He's been looking through all his photos and now he's kind of committing all these crimes in locations where Dexter's been in the past.
He's got a wee obsession with Dexter, doesn't he?
Oh, he does, aye.
Absolutely, to 127%. How many times do you love breaking into Dexter's house? Needs to get better home security, Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter should get a dog or something, but probably end up killing it, so maybe not. Speaking of killing, I think Deborah wants to kill herself because she is being forced to watch all the surveillance tapes by LaGuerta. She is trying to punish her, but also trying to give her a task that she's making out is difficult, but in reality it's not really. It's just to say, look, screw you, I don't like you, I don't want you on the scene, I'm going to force you into this little room and you can have miserable days from now on. But
I don't like the fact she's using her like that though. I feel like I understand why she's doing it, but you can use her to benefit the case. See the bigger picture, man. Everything that she says is more or less spot on, even if it's being fed for Dexter, right? I feel like Lagerta needs to sort of act it, and that, you know, sometimes your enemies are your friends, even though I wouldn't even say they're enemies, but they don't like each other, don't they not?
No, definitely not.
The police force isn't big enough for 2 women, apparently.
No.
Welcome to 2005.
Can only be one woman in here. Mac Mamara, Kara's brother, continues to taunt Dokes. Dokes says, "You're going to get me killed. Now Guerrero's men are watching me." Dokes says that, you know, it's not my fault. Your sister's dead. It's Ricky's fault because he wouldn't come out of cover to give Kara a divorce, and that's the reason she was killed. Then Dokes basically throws Ricky under the bus, saying that Ricky should have protected his wife. I thought this was pretty cheap from Dokes.
Yeah, and you know what? He actually bought it a bit, didn't he? I think he kind of looked at him like, maybe this Dokes guy's got a point, man.
No, I don't really see that. So what, because this guy didn't blow his cover and come out of an investigation to give his wife a divorce, he's the reason that she's dead?
No, he's not.
And that gives Dokes the right to sleep around with her?
Dokes was wrong, but the brother here almost bought it for Dokes' wife. But in reality, why should he completely blow an investigation to divorce his wife?
Because you're led to believe that, oh, this is personal for Dokes, and he really wants revenge for Ricky. And he's went from trying to do his best to get revenge for Ricky to basically going, Ricky's an arsehole who didn't protect his wife and got her killed.
Surprise, motherfucker. Dokes is, I don't know, he's like, 1 minute he's face, 1 minute he's heel, and then when he's with Dexter, he's just a prick, so...
Yeah, Dexter also reveals that that Tony Tucci is still alive after doing analysis on the foot that they found on the beach.
It's mad he can do this.
Yeah, he can tell that because he gets like matching information from the hand and the foot, and that the blood is pretty much the same. He can determine that the cuts were made when the body was alive, and obviously because the foot and the hand were cut off at different times, it wouldn't be possible for the blood to be like that. Therefore, it means that Tony Tucci was alive when both cuts were made, because if he wasn't, if he was dead, then the cuts would be different, the blood would be different, because there was 24 hours in between finding the limbs.
Just shows you how important forensics is. It really does.
On a side note, see with forensics and how good they are these days, how does anybody get away with murders? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, see back in the 40s, 50s,
if you don't
60s...
have a criminal record, your DNA wouldn't be in the system. So,
no, that's true. But I just feel like...
I think with the way the world is right now, more or less everybody's DNA would probably be known.
But do you not think, like, let's say 50 years ago, killing someone and getting away with it could have been relatively easy?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, even before then, no cameras.
Nowadays, I think it would be extremely fucking difficult.
Yeah, that's why I think this show's quite good, because, like, from Dexter's point of view, I mean, he kills a lot of people and has got away with it to this point. Only guy it seems to know is this ice truck guy.
Yeah,
he's almost hunting the guy that's probably going to job him out.
Who the hell is the ice truck killer? Angel asks Dexter for some advice on an anniversary gift to give to his wife Nina, but instead of being a nice guy and saying, "Oh, that looks lovely," he basically buries every attempt that Angel has. First, Angel gets like a butterfly necklace. Dexter says that, well, it's supposed to be like a diamond. It's supposed to be a diamond. I think it is a diamond. But yeah, Dexter says it looks more like a butterfly. Then he gets her an XO necklace. And Dexter says it looks like someone is going to play tic-tac-toe on her head.
Yeah, Dexter's not exactly the people person you need in this situation to back up your... Yeah, that was a good present. He's not that.
Angel later buys a diamond heart necklace and tries to find Dexter in the Miami Metro Police Department. Instead, he finds Dexter's sister Deborah, and Deborah tells him that she'll love the gift because she would love it.
See, I think he went to her thinking, here, she'll be similar to Dexter. In reality, they couldn't be further apart. And
no, he was looking for Dexter.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but then he goes to her instead. He's like,
yeah, why the hell would he look for Dexter? Dexter's already just shot down his last 2 fucking gift attempts.
Because he's looking for Dexter's approval. He's like, this guy knows what he's on about. Maybe if he likes this one, it'll be alright.
Yeah, I know, but he's probably sitting there. It's like, why the hell didn't I just go to Deborah in the first place?
True.
What do you think Dexter would have said about the diamond?
I probably would have buried it.
Well, it looks like a dagger or something.
Playing fucking Minecraft.
You playing cards?
You playing cards, buddy?
We then see Angel go and visit his wife, but it turns out that they might not be together much longer because they've been separated. It's been 3 months now. She tells him that he can't just turn up like this. Angel asks her, how long do you need? She tells him not to put this on me after what you did.
Has Angel Batista went to the dark side that we don't know about?
I think they're hinting that maybe he cheated on her.
Potentially.
But while he's there, she says, you want to come and see your daughter? Well, I'm assuming it's his daughter because Angel walks into the room and starts like stroking this kid on the head. I'm assuming it is his daughter, and he apologises to her while she's sleeping and just leaves the necklace next to her. So, what was her name? Can't remember.
Brody? Something like that. It's really relevant.
Probably not.
Batista's daughter. It was Dave. Dave was in the bed.
Dokes is then kidnapped by some of Carlos Guerrero's men. They've been spying on him. They've been keeping an eye on him. But this time Dokes was, I guess, being alert. But not alert enough because he got attacked from behind, kidnapped. He is taking to this like parking lot where he gets beat up a little. Then it looks like he's about to get executed here.
Literally.
Carlos Guerrero's like, you've made this difficult. You brought this on yourself. But before Carlos can kill him, he whips out the gun, but then he gets shot in the shoulder. And it's Detective McNamara and a bunch of other cops, and they shoot them and arrest Guerrero, and they say they caught him dirty-handed trying to kill a cop. McNamara then basically tells Dokes that, we were using you, and that's us even now.
Yeah, so things are even. Dokes thinks but you were using me as fucking bait, motherfucker.
Yeah. Dokes, I think, is just kind of happy to not die and possibly get some police officers off his back, so...
It's a win-win.
It works out for Dokes.
It's a triple win. It's a triple win.
I mean, he didn't die. They've caught Guerrero, and the rest of the police force don't hate him now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've actually arrested this Guerrero guy so early, but we'll see how it goes.
Also, there was a funny scene earlier when Dokes went to La Huerta when they were in the department, and he says, I wanted to come and be with you because you're the only person who hated it more than me. I thought that was
brilliant.
Pretty funny there. We see Dexter then looking through more photos. We get another body part. This time it is a thigh. Well, not a thigh, but we're moving up the leg. We're getting close to the knee.
It's more like the ankle.
It's above the shin. Let's call it the shin.
The shin and ankle area, isn't
it? The shin, leg shin, underneath the knee. Calf, maybe? No, calf's above the knee. Is it? No, calf's below the knee. It's like calf shin.
It's like shinny calf.
Right, why am I getting calf and thigh mixed up?
Leg, right?
It's a bit of leg, alright? Basically, they come to the conclusion that he is still alive, but Dexter says we need to find him quickly or else we won't be alive. Also, I thought there was a funny scene earlier when they found the foot. Dexter's like, he's trying to send Dokes is like, what's he doing? Dexter's like, he's trying to send a message. And he's trying to send it to someone. And Dokes is like, well, what message is he trying to send? Dexter's like, I don't know. And Dokes is like, well, who's he trying to send it to? And he's like, I don't know that either. Dokes is like, well, what fucking good are you?
Motherfucker.
Dexter's like, apparently no fucking good at all. So I thought that was good. I like Dokes and Dexter's interactions. But Dexter follows up the last clue. We get another flashback where him and his dad were outside an abandoned hospital. He sees this photo. And I guess what the ice truck killer's doing is every photo of Dexter's dad, that's where he seems to be doing the next kill.
Yeah.
As Dexter comes to the conclusion that he's been looking through his photo book, and every photo that Dexter and his dad is in, that is where these body parts are turning up. And
but did this guy take photos of these photos, or did he print these photos? Because it would have to be very. If there's all these different photos, to remember each location would be a bit. I guess you could just write them down at the end of the day, but it's all neat.
Is that really what you're going for? Is that really what you're taking issue with?
No, I'm just intrigued about how he's remembered all this. He broke in once, maybe twice.
Anyway, Dexter goes to the hospital. It's abandoned now. It used to be a hospital. Now it's just, I don't know, just nothing really. It's just an abandoned building. He goes down. There's rats. He ends up finding this passageway into an underground, I don't know what you want to call it, an underground
it's
room.
Like a saw trap room, isn't it? Massive.
Yeah, it's like a basement kind of thing where Tucci is lying on his back. Tucci is saying, please don't cut me anymore. He's begging to die. He wants death. All the tools are there. This guy is tied up. Tucci's tied up. He's begging for death. The tools are there. Dexter. This is like Dexter's dream scenario, dream situation.
Just missing a wee bit of tinfoil or whatever he uses.
Plastic.
No, is it what? Is it plastic?
Aye, like plastic.
Aye, plastic.
But Dexter's like, nah, this ain't right. I can't do this. But he believes the killer is trying to get him to kill, but Dexter refuses to kill an innocent man due to Harry's influence. He then turns around and we get a photograph, and Dexter snapped, I'm assuming by the ice truck killer. Dexter tries to give chase, but he's already away, and he leaves the camera there with Dexter, picks it up. Then Dexter leaves an anonymous tip to Deborah. She comes and basically finds Tucci. That gets her in the good books. Captain Matthews is all delighted with Deborah. LaGuerta doesn't really thank her, but she's just relieved to have found Tucci, and she doesn't feel so bad now.
Girl she is.
So she just says to Batista, look, Dokes is too busy with the Guerrero case, so he's tied up in that. You take the lead here and take her with you, basically. So I guess she's put Deborah on it by not even really acknowledging her. And yeah, now they go basically
separate ways.
Yeah, they go
Guerrero case, and now we've got the Ash Road trucker there.
Yeah, everyone ends the night basically doing their own little thing, and that's how the episode ends.
Well, we did have the whole dog storyline, but there wasn't really much to it, I guess. Neighbour's dog disappears because they took it to a new family. We don't like barking. Dexter learns from his past of killing dogs to giving it to a new home. Damn it.
Oh yeah, the kids couldn't sleep, and Dexter, I don't think he was ever contemplating killing the dog. He's probably realised, like, that was a bad thing that I done. Harry didn't approve, so therefore I won't do it again. And then the dog gets given to, Rita gives the dog away to a new home. There's also Halloween.
See the woman though, it's like she didn't give a fuck about the dog. The ex-boyfriend didn't want it. It's like, it's almost as if she was just keeping it.
To piss them off?
Yeah.
To keep people awake. And then there was also like a Halloween scene where Rita dressed up as Lara Croft. People saying she looked nothing like Lara Croft. I thought she did.
Yeah, obviously like the blonde hair, but I mean, I'd say, I mean, if it was... Yeah.
Straight away, I knew what she was.
Dexter didn't. I thought Dexter would have played Tomb Raider.
Oh, that looks good.
Harry, Tom's Dexter, come on!
And then we see Rita and Dexter get like intimate for the first time without her freaking away off and like running away. So, yeah, it looks like their relationship's going well.
He was going to run off.
Dexter is beginning to enjoy these moments, these silent moments with Rita. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of the episode. And yeah, we'll see what happens next. Tucci's safe. Guerrero's been caught. So I guess going forward we might feature more on the ice truck killer, and that might actually take up more of the main plot. Anyway, time to rate the episode. I mean, I thought it was good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I liked the flashbacks. I liked, again, the dialogue was funny. Finally find out Tucci. I thought the Dokes scenes were pretty good. Like
Tucci though.
Yeah, he's
one
missing
foot,
an arm,
one leg,
and a bit of
one foot, one leg, one arm, one
leg, and one
stump.
Skin or something. I don't know. The guy, I guess he needs more than a hand. Give the boy a hand. I'm getting a 7 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7 out of 10. We Tucci deserve better. I mean, it's probably the last we're ever going to see of him.
At least he's still alive, so I mean, there's that.
Please kill me. Feel sorry for him, but that's what it is, guys. And Fog Entertainment's signing out.
We are signing out. Can Dexter find the ice truck killer? I mean, the ice truck killer certainly knows who Dexter is, but does Dexter know who he is? That's what we'll find out, hopefully. Next time, we'll catch you for episode 5. But until then, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, leave a super chat if you want. And until then, peace.